In September 2009,
a group of us from TBG Learning Camden
were invited into the museum
to voice our opinions
and views about the museum object.
The object is the Love Stone, or ancient sacred figurine. It is 11,000 years old and it was found close to Bethlehem.
It was a natural pebble that was nice and smooth. It had this funny sort of shape, wider at one end and narrower at the other end, when it was found in the bottom of a stream bed, and it was a nice shiny stone. So this sort of basic shape is quite right, absolutely natural. But someone with a good eye found that stone, and using another stone actually just emphasised, highlighted, accentuated this shape by making that a bit deeper. And you look at the top and you might see perhaps here female, or the tip of the penis. So that's really someone who's thought about two people making love.
Over a week, we talk about how we felt about the object.
I think it's the story and the meaning behind it, which is what makes it art. Because, I mean, someone could make, I don't know, a packet of tissues, yeah, sell it, but it's only got a purpose. It's got no meaning. But the whole point of art is it's got meaning behind it. So that's why, personally, I think that's what separates art from a product.
If you don't know the hidden meaning behind it, you just look at it as another piece of stone. How many people come in this museum every day? They're just going to look at it. They might read up about it, but if you're not told by people like Jill passionately what it's about, you still just see it as a stone.
When I was thinking about whether this was work of art, my obvious answer was, yeah, of course it is. But my feeling is, probably at the time, people didn't think about things like that as art. They thought them as things that had a certain kind of meaning. But this isn't an either-or question for me. It can be art for me, but I also have to remember that what I say isn't going to help me understand or you understand what it meant 11,000 years ago. And that's any of us can have a go at that, because none of us was there.
It's like there's a story behind everything made, do you know what I mean? Like bags, cups, coats, jackets, shoes, there's a story behind everything. The story behind who you are and what anything is more important.
We had the chance to shout out our opinions.
We spent some time at the 198 Gallery in Brixton, where we were inspired by the object to create our own piece of art.
We made t-shirts from our own designs and started a debate in the museum.
We discussed whether the story behind the object is more important than the object itself.
Stone mean a lot to me because at first when I see it, I thought it was just a stone. And when Jill expressed her feelings about it, what she researched, I was like, whoa, it's amazing, you know, because like somebody can actually build that for somebody. You know, in no modern times, people don't even have time to do that, to build something for somebody to truly care about them. So, you know, it's just bringing back to how people used to be loving back then.
And it's just actually like two people coming together just to form a proper family. So this is what it means something to me. And yeah, what I think about it, I go to church here, so the Bible says like two bodies become one.
Love itself, the word, but again it's like passion. It's got so many feelings of its own. It could be love for so many good things. Like the stone itself is just, wow, it's amazing. The way the person took their time, created it and made it, and now everyone that's watching it is just getting love into their heart.
I'd rather have someone like my girlfriend saying I love you than look at that. That's why. It doesn't really say nothing to me. It's more like you look into it. I'd rather hear it.
The stone evokes so many positive words and feelings, and everybody talked about sort of unity and being together with someone forever. And I think the actual tenderness of the two people, whoever they are, it's just a really touching moment.
We all had very different opinions.
And we came to the conclusion
that everyone looks at things
in different ways.
And we have to respect that.
What do you think?
I used to think the things in museum, who cares about them? But now I think kind of different. If I come in the museum and see they have a new object, they said that was found, for instance, like a million years ago or 1,000 years ago, I'll be like, yeah, that must got an interesting story behind it. So I'll try to find out the story as much as possible as I can. So, yeah, so I've changed.
I've learned such a lot from everybody, and you've changed my ideas and what I'm going to say about that object in the future. I'll never be able to talk about it in the same way.
When I first was told about it by Dean, I thought it's going to be pretty boring because I thought museums, old, boring. That's what I used to think. But yeah, it's changed it around completely because since I've come here, I've actually asked a lot of questions and my opinion's changed, and all in all, it was fun.